Ah, here's our troublemaker. You've really caused a stir around here with that spectacle in front of the menhir. I had everything in order. The cart was ready, and people were all set. You appear out of nowhere, and suddenly a dying pile of stones lights up like a bonfire. That's bad. Firstly, because now I have to write yet another report to Camelot that we're going to be late, and that they need to send us even more. Secondly, you've somehow reignited the menhir, and this has reignited people's hopes that they can stay. And before you ask why it's dangerous, take a look around town. The recent Red Death outbreak took its toll, but you should be thankful to them. Their hopes are the only reason we haven't locked you up for sabotaging our initiative. That's the assumption I decided to go with, and that's why You can go tell Murig that your presence doesn't change anything about our deal, and that you are unwilling to help with his endeavors, whatever they may be. And if he doesn't listen, play along, but come back to me. Isn't it obvious? For the safety of all the residents of Avalon. Only by gathering the menhirs in one place and Avalon's population has significantly declined over recent years. We're on the brink of extinction, damn it. That's why we need... Only Camelot possesses the necessary infra... If they remain here, they will die. Either from the weirdness itself, or from the horde of monsters it spawns. You must know that I didn't come here just to obey orders. I truly believe then at the very least, we'll have bought some time for those wiser than us to think of an... Perhaps we will invade Tuathan, like in the glorious old days? Or perhaps someone will find a way to free the... I don't know. But there's one thing I'm certain of, and I'll repeat it, scattering our people across the island is the worst solution. And it's a sure path. Murig, who apparently prefers to be called Maggot, is a druid. Even though he may not look the part. And druids are the only ones who know the rituals. Due to bad luck, or more accurately, the decisions of my superiors, our options for druids are... That's why I'm forced to work with Murig, and prophet be my witness. Neither of us is happy about... But I'm no fool. I know that what happened in front of the menhir... He'll try to find a way to reignite the menhir so that it could stay in Kunok, despite our... So... If you ever find out what he's planning, if he ever asks you to fetch something for his ritual, you make sure you... Oh, yes. This again. You can tell her that if this matter is raised one more time, she will owe restitution to Camelot for each life lost to the Red Death in the region. That's my final word on this matter. I'll await your return. I'll await your...
I'll await your return.
Spare a coin for the hungry.
Gold, the true.
Oh, hello there.
You're back. So he's just old. Huh. There's no magic or science. Science has solutions. This is a blend of stimulants and enhancers. It'll make side effects. Sure, there might be some. But what doesn't come with risks? If he's desperate enough, he'll take this recipe. But prepare it carefully. Precision matters if you don't want. Welcome.
Nice to see you.
Oh, forgive the mess. I didn't really have much choice about where to set up my things. Well, it looks like the tavern is closed until further notice. That means Varel's bookshop. Oh, of course, my apologies. I'm Imran. I'm a scholar of sorts, though not the kind that hides behind walls of parchment. My calling is to seek out traces of what was lost. Ruins, relics, And yes, I'm a Pict. Not many of us wander these lands. Staying in one place isn't exactly in my nature. So I travel, I learn, I dig through the bones of the world hoping to find... If you're asking out of politeness, let's just leave it at this. I thank you for your... Trust me, I could talk the hind leg off a donkey. No need to waste time on such things. Wow! That's thanks to Varel's generosity, I managed to get my hands on a certain book. Well, once a book, now it's just a pile of loose pages. However, they're the writings of a Dalariata scribe from nearly 6th century. But what's even more astonishing is this man describes encounters with people who knew nothing of King Arthur. Do you understand what that... I'll tell you. I suspect Avalon may have already been inhabited by a race. I've traveled across much of the island, and I've come across some mentions of the people of Farpoint. A place far in the northernmost reaches of Avalon. Few have ever... Perhaps the weirdness started to gather and ruin their crops, or made hunting... Or maybe it was some sort of conflict that forced them to seek a new place on the island. Or perhaps they simply had an... It's hard to say with the scraps of information I've... And so, my friend, here we are, staring down the question or... Many Picts I've known have prolonged contact with the weirdness. I thought it was just them, a bunch of lunatics, who first dared to embrace that. And what if it was the first men who knew how to live alongside? And think about it. If we could uncover how they did it, the possible... For now, I'm trying to pull together more valuable information from these writings. But honestly, I feel like I'm hitting a wall. I won't uncover anything new just sitting here. And unfortunately, I got injured on my way to Connacht, and I'm not quite back to my full strength. Oh, don't worry about that, really. It's more of a... I have to give myself some time and everything. I'll be as fit as a fiddle, or whatever it is you say. The Grotto of First Men. That tribal scribe, and I'm assuming you're asking for a reason, aren't you? I'd love to go there myself, but this is a matter of some importance to me. So, if you're one of those bold souls who take such ventures, I'd be more than willing to entrust this task to you. Truly excellent. I'm deeply obliged, my friend. Here, return swiftly, and more importantly, the place seems to attract trouble. Not a good place, then. And I haven't even been here. Of all the misfortunes these poor people are facing, I'd wager them the Red Death, troubling as it is, seems manageable, at least with the intervention of the priests. But the weirdness... Ah, shoot. If the men here goes out, these people will face a far greater peril than any... I heard she was a Dallariata who runs a bookshop in Connacht. I was a bit apprehensive. I thought I'd find someone overly rattled and stripped of her own cultural heritage. But Varel, she's different. And I admire her work that she even bothered. Sometimes, it feels like people have lost all interest in discovery, whether it's the kind found in verses or the kind waiting out there. Try not to get eaten by something weird out there. You're here. Safe trip.
Welcome to Varel's bookshop. No reading without buying. And if you're here for porn, kindly leave before you start. Aye. Look, I don't begrudge anybody their reading habits. Each to their own. But... Aye. Not only can I read, I can even make recommendations. So, if you have a joke to tell, don't bother. Perhaps it is. But you'd think that hearing the same crude comments over and over again makes me feel like I've never lived. Then there are the braver ones who tell me I'm not welcome here. They all have more in common than they think. Although... They're not all bad. I know it might sound like I was some poor, misunderstood girl with unusual... I was a rightful member of the tribe, and believe me, I didn't get my name for nothing. My father made sure of it. I just wasn't my sister. Funnily enough, she was the one who saw it as a problem. Vran believed that my lack of ambition to be the top Voker war every time I went to the temple to read in peace. She was on my ass about it. Until one day, she yelled at me to either step... You can guess the rest. Oh, great. How's she doing? Still on her path to becoming the pinnacle of Of course she did. It doesn't surprise me that she decided to join a fanatic. She never believed in the power of words. But perhaps that's exactly why she ended up following a man who fed her beautiful lies. I am no sure. When they decide to kick you out and take your name, you don't have to be there for it though. Vran might have been pissed off enough to go through with it. I don't really care. I'm not going to stop using my name just because my little sister This shop belonged to my late husband. I was a mercenary hired to protect the caravan. He was a fine older gentleman, Fascinated with a Del Rita lass it was a lethal combination for my pair heart. We didn't get near enough years together. But we were happy. We didn't have much family left. And they couldn't care less about this place. So he left it all to me. Well, I can't just take the shop and hitch it to a cart, can I? Although I suppose I didn't hate living here, you know. It was fine when my husband was still alive. I even thought people were starting to warm up. And then he died. And the respect died with him. And then Camelot arrived. Let me guess. Your friend's a Camlosian who's heard the Berserker potion can make a man tear a bear's arms from its sockets. And now he thinks, hate to break it to you, but that's no how it works. Our strength comes from battle, from blood. Besides, it's a tribe secret. I might have left the Volker, but I'm no about to hand our... Camlosians and their love for shortcuts, but fine, have it your way. If your friend thinks swallowing something will help, here, it's harmless. Mostly herbs and a bit of spice. My father used to say true strength lies in the mind. So if your friend is as determined, good luck convincing him it's the real deal. That's half the battle. Oh, expecting a wee one? Congratulations! Look. Oh, is it now? Well. Oh, that's precious. I chased him off. He came in and tried to seduce me. Told me he just loves to devour books. Books, sure. Maybe for breakfast. When I told him I wasn't interested, he got all pissed off and called me an ugly, dumb savage. I only let him leave with his teeth intact to avoid proving him right. Tell you what, I'll sell you that book. But fair warning, I'll be sending his pair wife the story of Giron the Unfaithful, with a special edition forward for me. Deal? You presume a man like that can be taught reason? I'm afraid the book's lesson will become... He might just tear out a few pages every time he goes to the priv... Fine. I won't make myself... I'll send his wife the priestess's book. May Mather at least bless her with a smooth labour. Before you ask, no. Thanks for...
You doing okay? Hello again.
Oh, hello there. Good to see you. Life's too...
Have some spare food or coin? Anything else?
Leave me alone.
Show the horse! Clink, clink, clink! Move out! 1 foot in... Crunch, crunch! Tears to shreds! Crunch, crunch! Oh, the wolf eats the spoils, eats... Crunch, crunch!
Always a pleasure. There. You're going to feel better soon. I'm just trying to help you. You'll get better soon, you'll see. Just try to calm down. Calm down. Don't be scared. It's just medicine. It'll help ease your pain before long.
My skin! It's burning! It hurts. It hurts so much! Leave me! Those cursed scales! Don't touch me! Please don't touch me! No! I'm so scared!
Have you come to offer aid? Or do you stand among the wounded? If so, do not let fear grip your heart. Your time will come. Trust the will of the word. I am but an empty vessel, yearning to be filled with the sacred joy of... Now, I am perfectly alone. I lie in this cold place. But soon... I have been marked. A gift given to... Tell me, do you wish to... An obedient corpse, able to hear the voice... It is your intimate moment beside the prophet. And then you will find peace. At last we shall rest, sister. It is a path, one you will walk, guided by the one who bestowed. I have received my task to work. I understand. If you choose to walk this path. Yes? A handful of Camelot soldiers, myself among them, would show. The priests sought an artifact, said to be hidden within the toll house. Yet, what we found was far more precious. It was then that I received. I've heard the tales of the Red Priest's brutality. Their methods are harsh, yes, but tell me, What better way is there to cleanse? We are not perfect as we are. We must... Farewell. Do not be... So it is decided. It will take but a moment. Now, go to the place where I first set foot on this path. There, you will find the one. Soon, you will be... Yes? Walk.
Have some spare food or coin? Anything else?
Ah!
Do you need something? Are you in pain? I'll do all I can to help. Here. Take this. I hope it helps. Well, actually, the hospital is run by Camelot. I'm just an apprentice to Neonte, the priestess of the All-Mother here. But the healer from Camelot is dead, and Neonte spends most of her time. So, it seems I'm on my own. Camelot treats this place like a field hospital. To them, it's temporary. The legate says Camelot simply can't spare anyone else. According to him, one priestess, and yet, his soldiers are the ones who are supposed to get priority. Even... Oh, she thinks I have everything well in hand. As if she doesn't notice it. Or fall... I'm not even a priestess. The only training I've had is what she's given me. Ever since Lady May fell ill and died, truth be told, I'm a bit worried about her, even when she does come by. It is. It really is. The hospital's barely holding on. But I can't make medicine with eggs and chickens. And even if some days, I dream that someone will swoop in and take it all off my hands. Still, maybe it's... There is a patient who won't let me treat him. His name... Most of what ails him is just old age. Some days he's clear-headed. Lately, he won't let me touch him. He yells at me, claiming I'm keeping him here by force, away from his family. Honestly, I'm at my wit's end. I don't know... All of Connacht knows that I was marked by the weirdness. It's not as bad as people make it out to be. But some are superstitious. They believe I bring bad luck. When Neonte took me in, there were a lot of whispers. Though it got weirdness or not, at least they have a healer. But I'm afraid that, in Wilbur's head, I've become some mod. You can try, if you'd like. Just, please, be gentle with him. No one knows. He barely speaks. And when he does, I'm afraid there's no point in talking to him right now. You should speak to Legate Denham. All I know is they sent him somewhere. And when he came back, if I had to guess, I'd say it's the effects. He's a seasoned soldier. I'm sure he's seen plenty in his life. The other soldiers said he was acting completely normal before. So it's not some long-standing illness of the mind, unless he hid it very well. But I've seen similar cases in people who spend a few nights, or even one. Weakness from age. I'm afraid that's something none of us can escape. But even as we grow up, this herbal brew strengthens the body and clears the mind, but only when used regularly, alongside proper effort. If your friend seeks a quick fix, this won't satisfy him. True strength comes from consistency.
You're helping that jailer with the weird face, are you? Might as well throw me in the stocks then. I want to go. What am I talking about? Everyone treats me like some old fool. I can see what everyone around me is. I'll remember all of this. To me, this is a prison. And the worst at least they don't have mutants poking at them. That damn... I'll only speak to my... And if you're planning to see them, tell them to come here. Maybe they will manage to get me. They should have come a long time ago. Lazy fool. They live in the lower... I'll go to them. But that... Bollocks. There's been no Red Death. I bet she's the one who filled your head with all... Don't listen to her. You can tell right away that nothing good folk don't end up... leave me alone.
And? What did... That bastard dares to threaten me, after shutting down my business. Now he'll fine me for each victim as if I caught those Camelocian thugs come here, throw their weight around, and threaten us when we ask for what's rightfully ours. Fine. Tell Yvain I'll stop asking. But remember, today it's me, tomorrow it'll be someone else.